What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to MANIACI, and today we got Plana Productions. I know who's going to dethrone Roman Reigns, man. Now listen, I'm not even gonna lie. Leading into Clash at the Castle, I thought it was going to be Drew. Everything, the stars aligned for it to be Drew. Now, although Drew did not do it, there are some other theories that I think, and some other people that are actually very credible and actually would make sense to take at least one championship off of Roman. But we gonna see what this video is all about. Let's go.
It's been over 1,000 days since Roman Reigns has been pinned. He's held the Universal Championship for 741 days, and he's been the undisputed WWE Universal Champion for nearly 200 days. Roman Reigns has unquestionably entered into God mode. The Tribal Chief has wrecked everyone in his path, starting with The Fiend and Braun Strowman. Then there was his cousin Jey Uso, and we discovered that nobody is safe from this monster, including his very own bloodline. Kevin Owens tried to put an end to—
And I want to say bravo to this. You know, in the pandemic era, even though there was no fans, this was one of my favorite storylines, of 2020, man. Like, they did they thing on that, man. I ain't even gonna lie.
From this monster, including his very own bloodline. Kevin Owens tried to put an end early into his run, but failed miserably, and the man was literally run over. Roman Reigns was ready to kill KO in order to retain his title. Daniel Bryan had one of the better efforts, but it didn't end too well for him. Roman Reigns beat him so bad that it sent him to the minor leagues.
Come on!
The Rated R Superstar—
He said the minor leagues! Hold on!
Roman Reigns beat him so bad that it sent him to the minor leagues. The Rated R Superstar wished that he stayed retired because Edge was defeated twice by Roman Reigns, and one of the times was the ultimate sign of disrespect. I've never seen a man dominate two people to the point where he stacked them onto each other for the victory. Cesaro was finally given a world championship opportunity, only to be humbled. Roman Reigns was forced to show him that there was a reason he was never in the main event scene. Rey Mysterio thought he had a chance and thought wrong. John Cena made his grand return with one goal in mind: to end the championship run and save WWE, but he couldn't even get the job done. John Cena lost and hasn't had a match since. Finn Balor was next in line, and Roman Reigns killed the demon. Sami Zayn's attempt was just laughable. The Tribal Chief put Goldberg to sleep. Matt Riddle put up a good fight, but he didn't walk out as champion. And Brock Lesnar was buried, quite literally putting a nail on the coffin of that long-time rivalry. Drew McIntyre was the closest to dethroning him, and just when he thought he was going to do it, he fell short in front of 60,000 people rooting for him. Roman Reigns has clearly been unstoppable. He's destroyed pretty much the entire roster, and this got a lot of people asking, who's going to be the one to dethrone Roman Reigns?
Let's go. Let's go.
He has more than one royal family.
The name that seems to pop up the most to answer that question is Cody Rhodes. The American Nightmare—
I don't think it's going to be Cody. If you would have asked me leading up to WrestleMania 38, when the rumors came out of Cody coming back, even, the Raw after WrestleMania 30, I would have said, yeah, I feel like Cody would do it. But let's be honest, and no disrespect to Cody, but you're talking about a guy that defeated The Undertaker, that defeated Randy Orton, that defeated Triple H, that defeated John Cena, that defeated all the momentum in the world, Drew McIntyre. We're going to say Cody Rhodes is going to be the one. No doubt about it. Cody Rhodes is an incredible athlete, and yeah, he's doing his thing right now. Well, not at the moment because he's injured, but he was doing his thing before injury. But I just, it would make for an entertaining matchup. But I just don't think Cody Rhodes is going to do it.
Came back to WWE with one goal in mind: to win the WWE Championship for his father. The only person standing in his way is Roman Reigns. Therefore, when he recovers from surgery, fans are hoping to see a return and a victory at the Royal Rumble. Cody winning the 30-man Battle Royal would just be the beginning of this journey. It would end with him dethroning the undisputed WWE Universal Champion in the main event of WrestleMania in front front of 70, 80,000 screaming fans. While I love that idea and I'm not against it, and I would actually be happy to see it play out,
Yeah,
I don't
for
think
sure.
he's the best person. I don't think he's the best option to take down Roman Reigns. I think there's a stronger story out there for somebody else. So you're probably wondering, who is it? Should
know.
WWE create a new star with Montez Ford, somebody that can transcend into the main event scene with his victory? No, I don't think so. How about Logan Paul? With his popularity, he can become the WWE's next big thing.
Please no, please no.
Nah, not Logan Paul. What about Braun Breaker? He's got all the potential in the world, but I don't think he's ready just yet. How about Randy Orton, who's a legend that's got a decade left in the tank? As much as I would love to see it, it's not him either. Alright, here's the last choice, The Rock. No, unfortunately, it's not Dwayne Johnson either. It's none of those men. Instead, it's a man who has unfinished business with Roman Reigns. A man that always seems to have his number. A man that I believe Roman Reigns genuinely fears. A man who knows him best because they came into the business together as brothers.
This is the one right here, man. Seth Rollins. It's only right, and it's right in front of us. It could be long-term storytelling. You saw the way that the match at the Rumble ended. Unfinished business. Seth Rollins came into the company with Roman Reigns 10 years ago at Survivor Series. Seth Rollins has always had Roman Reigns' number. It's the obvious choice. This makes the most sense. Seth Rollins has had incredible matches. Every time Seth comes out on Raw, he talks about how he wants to be champion again. He gets interrupted. It writes itself.
Hotel, India, Echo, Lima, Delta,
Shield.
And that man is none other than Seth freaking Rollins. You see, these two go way back to a decade ago. The story started with Rollins and Reigns, and so it's only fitting that it ends with them as well. I really believe that he is going to be the one to dethrone the undisputed champion. It only makes sense when you take a step back and look at all of the history that's been laid out. It all began in 2012. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns were just two aspiring young athletes who wanted nothing more to make a name for themselves in the WWE. With the help of Dean Ambrose, they went beyond that and they took over the company and became one of the greatest factions in WWE history. The three rookies took WWE by storm, winning multiple championships, becoming the most powerful force. Legitimately, they were unstoppable. The only thing that got in their way was Seth Rollins' ego. The architect was hungry for more. He wanted to become number one, and that could not happen with his brothers in the way. So, Seth Rollins did the only thing he could think of, and he betrayed them, stabbing them in the back with a number of chair shots. This moment skyrocketed him into success. Seth Rollins became the number one guy at the expense of Roman Reigns. It started with the betrayal. It continued at WrestleMania 31 when Rollins cashed in his Money in the Bank contract to pin and defeat Roman Reigns, winning the WWE Championship, stealing that moment from him. The fans even eventually turned on Reigns, who was the good guy, while rooting for the villain. After coming back from his injury, Seth Rollins targeted Roman Reigns, hitting him with a pedigree. To make the situation worse, he even defeated him at the next pay-per-view to take away his championship. Seth Rollins continuously defeated Roman Reigns. He took his championships away, and he even stole the fans. Seth Rollins has always had his number. Believe it or not, the first 8 years of Roman's career was absolutely hindered by Rollins. It was time for Reigns to make a drastic change, or else he would have been the biggest failed project in wrestling history.
Feed them in.
It makes so much sense. Like, it literally, like I said, the story writes itself. And it's like, you know, I know we thought it was going to be Cena. We thought it was going to be Brock. We thought it was going to be Drew McIntyre. And currently, fans think it's going to be Cody. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see Cody as a world champion. It's 10 years overdue for that. But Seth Rollins, it makes the most sense. It honestly, the story writes itself, man.
And watch them all get slaughtered because this is my island.
Roman Reigns did indeed make that change, turning himself from a failure to one of the GOATs of this business. It was actually with the help of Seth Rollins, and I don't think he even knows just how much he played a part in this transformation. Roman Reigns studied every meticulous move made by Seth Rollins in 2014 and implemented it into this run. Step 1, join the dark side. Nice guys finish last, so you need to become the villain. Seth Rollins became an egotistical maniac, and Roman Reigns followed and won't stop until everyone acknowledges him. Step 2, wreck everyone and leave. If you're going to become number 1, you've got to take down everyone in your path, including family. Seth Rollins did it to his brothers, while Roman Reigns abused his cousins. Step 3, find a wise man. If you're going to be successful, you're going to need a mentor, and Seth Rollins had Triple H, while Roman Reigns had his special counsel, Paul Heyman.
Bruh.
Step 4, keep your hands clean. You
J&J
don't waste your
security.
time or energy doing any dirty work.
The bloodline.
You build a team to do it for you. Seth Rollins had the authority, and Roman Reigns built the bloodline.
Bro, this could literally be like a WrestleMania match. I know everyone wants to see Roman versus Cody at WrestleMania. I know. But please, people, hear me out. This could literally be the main event of WrestleMania 39, and I would be stoked. Hell, this could be the main event, and it would make so much sense for it to be the main event of Survivor Series. They can go in a lot of different directions for this year's Survivor Series. You know, we got War Games, we got all that, but, you know, this is the 10-year anniversary of the Shield. It's only right. You know, Seth is going to defeat Riddle at Extreme Rules. That definitely got to put him as number 1 contender. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins at Survivor Series. Maybe put a stipulation on the match. You know, put the titles on the line. Have Seth Rollins defeat Roman Reigns at Survivor Series, man. Or even if he doesn't, have the storyline continue into WrestleMania, man. Like, it's only right, man.
At 5, secure the gold. To prove you're the best, you're going to need to have all the gold around your waist. Seth Rollins had the United States Championship and the WWE title, while Roman Reigns is the undisputed champion.
A lot of
The Tribal Chief has done a wonderful job at emulating the architect. However, Seth Rollins is still the mastermind behind the master plan. And because of this, there's a slither of doubt and fear in the mind of Roman Reigns that he can't beat this man. To make things even more intimidating for the head of the table, Seth Rollins knows him better than anybody else on the roster, which means he knows his every weakness. The only other person who knows just as much is in a different company. Roman Reigns fears Seth Rollins can beat him, and if you need any proof about it, look no further than the match at the Royal Rumble where he disqualified himself, taking a technical loss to protect his title reign. There was doubt, there was fear that he was going to lose and fail against the man that has beaten him time and time again.
Now I know, you know, that time Vince was still in charge, and I know Triple H didn't really have any pull, you know, at the Royal Rumble, but I noticed, you know, I'm like, there's a reason why the match ended like this. And I thought it was going to continue. I believe Crown Jewel was the next one. I thought it was going to continue then, or maybe even at Mania, but they kind of like, you know, the match happened, the ending happened the way it did, and then they kind of like moved forward, you know, after that. But it almost made me feel like, you know, there was a reason. Maybe that was being planted, you know, so down the line they had a secure person. I feel like maybe they never had a plan to put the title on Drew. Maybe they never wanted Drew to take the title off of Roman. Maybe it's not even carrying across. Maybe it's never been about Cody, because that was before Cody even came to the company, before the rumors even started. You know, like like the story is right here. If creative sits in that room, like, well, who do we got? Do we bring up somebody from NXT? As cool as it would be to build a new star, the story is literally right here for y'all. It's right here. It's like, as a fan, there's no way for them to fumble this. There's no way. There's no way. But then again, yeah.
Fear that he was going to lose and fail against the man that has beaten him time and time again in every important match. Not only that, but I think it's deeper than just losing his title reign. It's having his ego suffer from the source of all his trauma.
But I'll never forgive you for what you did to us. I hate you.
The Shield betrayal, the heist at WrestleMania 31, the pedigree at Extreme Rules in 2016, the championship loss at Money in the Bank, stealing the fans away from Roman Reigns, the hate growing, Roman Reigns' career continuing to dwindle. All of that happened because of Seth Rollins, and I think it's very clear that Roman Reigns has a lot of trauma because of it, and Seth Rollins is the Frankenstein of this monster that we see today. And Roman Reigns has not been able to let go of that trauma, and he's despised Seth Rollins for ruining his career.
He deserves this! He deserves this!
Roman Reigns believes that Seth Rollins deserves this pain because this is Roman Reigns unloading all of that pain from his trauma that occurred over the last 10 years onto Seth. This is emotional damage turning into a physical assault. If you've been wondering how long he's held onto that trauma, just take a look at that tight grip. The tightness supply shows just how hard it's been for him to let go of all these moments. So Roman Reigns believes this is what Seth Rollins deserves. The man is so broken that he admitted that Seth Rollins took a piece of him, and he has not been the same since, which is why he turned into the man he is today. So you ask the question, who should dethrone Roman Reigns? But I think you should be asking the question, who can actually defeat him? And the answer to that is Seth freaking Rollins. There isn't anybody else that can take him down. He's the only person who can beat him because he's the one who created him. It is his duty, his responsibility to dethrone Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins has got to take a look in the mirror.
I like that. You know, when watching this video, it puts a lot into perspective. Like, Seth Rollins really is the architect. Seth Rollins really built who Roman Reigns is today. Like, think about it.
And take some accountability. His actions have consequences, and one of those consequences is ruining a man's life, unfortunately making him suffer to the point where he loses his mind. Seth Rollins needs to right this wrong. With the 10-year anniversary of the Shield coming up at Survivor Series, that would be the perfect moments for Rollins to dethrone him. As the match comes to a close, prior to hitting him with a final curb stomp, Seth Rollins should shed a tear and apologize for everything that he's done before the 1, 2, 3.
Chef's
and then
kiss.
Hopefully Roman Reigns will be free of his demons.
Chef's kiss. Perfect. Perfect. That's it. That is it. That is it. Simple as that. I don't have anything else to say. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this. Should Seth Rollins be the one to defeat Roman Reigns? Link down below in the description for y'all to check this video out in its entirety with no interruptions. Shout out Plana Productions, man. High quality content always. But if y'all are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for me for more wrestling related reactions and wrestling related content, man. Till the next video, I'll see y'all then. Thank you for watching MKE MANIACI. I'm out.